friends. This is Miss Elizabeth from the Youth Services Department of the Finkelstein Memorial Library, and this is Crafty Experiments in the Mood for Food Week. So we are going to do something really cool today. We are going to make edible geodes. So if you don't know what a geode is, it's like the inside of a rock, the part that's all pretty and has lots of different colors, and we're going to make those with crushed up lollipops, basically. And it's actually a lot easier than it seems, and you can do all kinds of different designs, and I'm really excited about it. So everyone got their bags, and you will see that you have a lot of lollipops in your bags, but they aren't random, okay? I put 5 of each type, okay? So you'll see, like, so I have like 5 of these green ones. I tried to do 5 of different colors rather than the flavors because the flavors don't matter as much. They're all gonna taste good together, guys. So I gave everyone, let's see how many flavors. I think 7. I think I gave 7 different colors. I have a blue, I have a brown, I have a pink, I have a red, slightly different red, and I have a purple. I think I have one more, or maybe I don't. Let's see. Oh, and I have the green. Yeah, so I have 7 different colors. So really simple. 7 colors, 7 baggies. So the first thing I'm going to do is unwrap. Like, for example, I'm going to unwrap all of my greens. I'm going to put them in this baggie, okay? Don't worry about the sticks yet. So just unwrap all the ones with the same colors and put them in the baggies. Make sure that you wash your hands first. We are dealing with food. Even though you'll probably be eating them, you might want to share them with someone, and you don't want your hands to be dirty when you're making anything, right? So wash your hands and then separate all the correct colors into the baggies. All right? And then we'll meet you back here. Okay, so make sure once you've got all your colors in the bag that you get all the air out. So just try your best. Okay, so everything's pretty sealed up. And then you got all of your colors. I will say I was upset. I'm sorry if it happened to any of you. I pulled out the strawberry one and it was yellow. So it was not the right color. So unfortunately, I'm obviously not going to put that in because it's not the right color. So I'm sorry if that happened to any of you. That's unfortunate. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do, please tell your grown-ups that you're going to do this and make sure that they're okay with this part. We are going to smash these. Okay, so there's a few different things that you could find around your kitchen that you can use to smash these. You could just use like a skillet or frying pan. If you have the meat pounder, you can use that. And however, anything really, honestly, anything heavy, you could even use a book. If you have a book, you can just kind of smack it, because we want these to all break up. We want to break up all of these, but we want them to remain in their little color bags. And then, once we smash them up, we can take the sticks out. So, let's smash them up. Okay, so I've got my blue out, and we're going to try a few different ways. So we're going to start with the frying pan. We're just going to go for it. Oh, it's actually really effective. Oh, maybe too effective. So it's leaking a little bit. Oh, it's leaking everywhere. Okay, so maybe I hit it a little. Okay, I had some cleanup to do, but so here we go. All right, we've got our baggie. The first one was kind of destroyed. I had to get a new baggie. So maybe we don't use that method too hard, but we do have it all ground up now. So I have a few new things that we're going to try for the next one, okay? First, get a paper bowl or a plastic bowl so that any mess gets contained. Okay, and then for the next one, let's try to pound it all up when it's wrapped up like this, okay? And I'm going to try the meat tenderizer now. So what I like about this meat tenderizer is it's more focused. I can tell more what I'm doing. It definitely is still breaking the bag again. But it's okay because we're inside this bowl. Okay, so now we're going to take our sticks out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm missing one. Oh, I think one got broken up. Okay. Alright. So, these bags are going to break, guys. I'm sorry. But we're just going to do our best because it's okay if it breaks for the next part. We just have to try to keep them wrapped and contained for now, okay? Okay. So we're just going to keep on going. Please be careful of your fingers. Do not put your fingers anywhere close to anything when you are banging. Okay, this is my new favorite thing. This is like super effective. Okay, go in, get the sticks out. Dunzo. Okay. And I think actually that it's so effective that I don't need to hit it as much. So here, I got a paper towel. I'm going to put the ones that I did over here because some of them are leaking a little bit. This way I have more space in my paper bowl to smash. See? Just a few. Take out the sticks. Wrap it up, seal it. Next. Alright, well, see, you know what? By the time you've done a few of these, this is just super easy. You know what works. I think that you could still use a frying pan, by the way. If you do not have one of these, if you have a frying pan, I think that's totally fine. It's just mine was going everywhere. I think if I had put it in some sort of, you know, bowl or container, it would have been easier. Okay, we're almost done. After this, we just got one more. Okay, last one. Okay, take the sticks out. And I have to say, actually, these bags are holding up a lot better because each one I kind of figured out how many swings I needed. Okay, put it all back in here and clean up a little bit. Okay, for our next part, first thing that we're going to do is we are going to preheat the oven to 300 while we're doing this next part because then we're going to cook them. So, I gave you guys a lot of tin foil so that you could kind of make your own shapes. I didn't want to tell you how many to make. It depends on what you want to do. So you just want to fold each tin foil cup, well, into a cup. Depends how big or small you want. I think we'll try this. We kind of want like an oval shape for a geode, but these are yours, so you can do it however you want. So I'm going to make a few of these. Maybe a few different sizes. Maybe I'll make some little smaller, a little bigger. See, all I'm doing is creating like a little cup. And you know, we're just going to see how they turn out. This is something new, so why not try different shapes if you want? Why not? Okay. I'm going to cut this one in half. I'm going to try to do a really tiny one. I just want to see how that would look. A small one. I think it's definitely hard molding the smaller ones because there's just less to work with. Okay, it looks like I have room for maybe a couple more on my little sheet here. Now, just so you see, I'm putting all these on a baking sheet. So I just have a small baking sheet here. There's a big baking sheet. Like I said, I gave you a lot of tin foil, but you know how many colors you have. So I would start out, I'm going to start out here with 5 little tin cups. I'm going to see how they fill up. And then if I want to add another, I can. Okay, so you can see I have some different shapes, some different sizes. I mean, they're all about the same shape. So you can either use a spoon or your fingers, but I do recommend that we start from the outside going in, because I think it's going to be a lot harder if we put the colors in the middle. So, first of all, if you haven't seen a picture of a geode, it's like a beautiful piece of rock. So it has lots of colors that kind of different color on the outside and the inside. So we're going to want to do like circle one color, another color. The main thing is that you make sure that your little tinfoil cup is totally filled. Okay? So, oh, I just spilled everywhere. That is going to happen with these bags, right? That's what we learned. Okay, so I'm just going to go for it, guys. All right, we're going to see how this works. So this one's going to have a pink outer circle. We're going to see how it looks. Definitely, this is hard. This is hard to keep it from getting everywhere, right? And I'll do a pink outer circle on this one. And then I'm going to put this aside so I can do inner circle for another. Okay, now I've got my yellow. So I'm going to put some yellow right inside of this pink one. And you do want to make sure that they're decently thick or else they are going to break. Okay? You don't have to do the whole color around. You could try to do stripes. But like I said, just make sure that whatever layer you're doing is decently thick. Okay. Some purple. I'm just going to see what happens. And I'm very interested to see yours. Okay. Pro tip, this is a lot easier if you do stripes. I'm not sure how much that will look like a geode, but I think that that's going to be the easiest, my friends. Okay. I will say that these look really cool. I'm excited to see how they come out. Some brown in the middle. So definitely the smaller cups have some challenge because they're much smaller. So you're just going to have to see what works for you. They're definitely harder to get like a circular anything. I think it's okay if I sprinkle a few, like, okay. Well, I still have a lot of colors, so you know what? I'm going to make another circle. I'll make a nice big one because I know I have a lot of colors. I haven't used my blue yet. I'm very excited for my blue. Big blue fan. Okay. I don't know about you guys. It's hard to do the circle. I think I'm going to go more for stripes. And then I think it's a little hard to stack up the circle. You know what I think might have been better? If I had taken more time to make the tinfoil cup super flat on the bottom. I think that might have helped, but you might not know now. Okay. Just put all this purple right here. Well, I think that I have enough for yet another one. And I have just enough room on my little pan here. My baking sheet. Okay. I'm going to try to be a little more conscious to try to have a flat bottom here, but it's hard. And my hands are sticky from the candy, so you know, we're just going to do our best, friends. That is all we can do. But I'm making this one so big. You know what? I'm going to put all the rest of the candy. I'm just going to try. I'm just going to see what happens. Will it look cool? We'll find out. Purple around. So yeah, you can definitely play around and see what works best for you. This does not have enough, so let's just put the rest of this here. Well, you know, I think no matter how these come out, they're gonna look really cool. I think some will look a little more geode than others. The ones that I successfully did some circles in. But you know what? The other ones are going to look really neat. I'm very excited. Here, just put that all around. Oh, see, that's going to look cool. Alright, so now I've done my last one. I think, regardless of color, I'm just going to give some more toppings to the ones that are not going to be thick enough. Because remember, if they're not thick, they're going to break when they're in the oven. So, we want them to have a nice thick layer, or else they're not going to work. Okay. All right. Time to go in the oven. So these are mine. They're very colorful, and we are going to bake them for about 4 minutes on 300 and see what happens. Let's just watch them really carefully. As soon as they're melted, we want to take them. Okay, so this took a lot longer than 4 minutes. I don't even know how long it took, maybe 15. And not even all of them look totally melted, but enough of them do. So I'm going to let these cool, and then I'm going to try to peel them out and see how the other side looks too. Okay, right. So here are my completed geodes, and I have to say, I was a little worried when I took them out of the oven, but I think they actually look really cool. They have all these different flavors and colors, and this was probably my thickest one, and it came out really nice on the back. I think you probably know some of them were hard to take the tinfoil off of, but this peeled off really nice, and that I feel like looks more rock-like. And this front, actually, I think is the most, there we go, the most rock-like. And this was actually that one that I was like, I'm just going to do stripes. And you know what? It turned out the easiest. Some are really cute, and because of the different shapes, like, there's some, like, different rock formations. Like, I like this. I think these came out really cool. So, I'm very, very interested to see how yours came out. Please, please email us at fmlchild@rcls.org because I want to see how all of yours came out. And I hope that you like this and that you'll join us for our next crafty experiment next week at the library. All right. Have a good week, everyone.